better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Cornhuskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the ground game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Crosses the 40. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He's looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a grab over the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Tootin. Fires to the wideout. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Tootin. Right on target this time. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quickly complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Raymond. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. Running the red zone, it's Raymond. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to pass, it's Tootin. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Virginia Tech. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little screen to the running back. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Quick strike complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
I love him, QB.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Kearney. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Right back to the well. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. He'll get rid of it. And his throw is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Raymond. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
To the air, it's Tootin. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Tootin. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Flips it out in the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The quick out. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. To throw, it's Owens. Look out, he's got room. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll set up to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Scanning the field, it's Tootin. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The gift to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. You've got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. grabbed in the middle. It's Nelson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Tootin. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that move.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snap it to the back. Finds a little space. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. After run, now throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Tootin. Dumps it to the back. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Got the quick pass to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Quick completion on the out route. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting it, because on this drive, this quarterback has found this guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make it count.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Third down, and the Husker faithful do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite.
Splits the uprights. Good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 18 to Troy. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Tootin. Finds his big tight end. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The offense changing the play. On the run, it's Parker. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Got his man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive, he can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making checks. Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Clock stops. We have have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Cornhuskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Owens. Quickly complete.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute game.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Jones. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.